there guys, this is Malorian and this is going to be an intro video to Grotscon. Now Grotscon is a big event that comes out of Red Deer of all places. You know, I'm sure there's a lot of people outside of Alberta that don't even know what Red Deer is. It's this city that's in between Edmonton and Calgary in Alberta here, and as much of it as not like the biggest city in Alberta, it is huge for War Machine. And so this one here is a massive 3-day event. You know, really here in Alberta, this is the really big event that you definitely want to go to, and they're stepping it up this year. So basically the way it's going to work for War Machine is the first day there's going to be an Iron Gauntlet, and then scrambles after or during, basically, as people fall off. Second day is going to be the last chance qualifier, which I believe also has like an invite to War Machine weekend and stuff like this too. And then what you're actually qualifying for, and of course scrambles after, and what you're actually qualifying for is on the third day. It'll be the Alberta War Machine Invitational, which you guys have heard about me trying to get in, which I did, and then of course scrambles and stuff as well. So looking at this, it is going to be a huge packed weekend with lots and lots of War Machine, and it's one of these things where I want to kind of have some fun, but I want to be a little bit serious too, so I'm going to bring a couple of different things. Now, let's start off from the very first day. The very first day is going to be the Iron Gauntlet. This will be my first Iron Gauntlet ever. Really, for the most part, it's just a 3-list event, and then at the very end, if you're in the top 4 undefeated, then that's where you start pairing up for the 70-point list and all that stuff. I don't know if they actually have like a fancy Iron Gauntlet trophy or whatever, hopefully, but in that one there, I am going to be going with my Cephalix. So I'm going to be going with my Tier 4 Thexus list, which I've been loving, my Tier 4 Siphon list, and then I was really trying to figure out what to do with the third list. The way that Iron Gauntlet works is that there's no divide and conquer, but when you get to those 75 points, you can only pull from the models that you used previously. So it really sucks for Cephalix, because if it turns out that I run my non-Cephalix list quite a bit or something like that, I just can't make a list that works. It's pretty awful. So, I mean, eventually a third Cephalix caster will be out and everything will be fine, but there are some lists I've made with the 2 Cephalix lists combined, so they're going to be the ones I need to do for sure. A third list might have something I can go and switch in for like a dominated unit or something like that, but most of the stuff won't cross over. So after thinking about it for a while and talking to some people, I decided to go with Osram. It's an Osram ranged assassination list, highborn with, you know, gun mages and Nis and Ian and Halt, and of course there's the Earthbreaker with Thor. So a really powerful list, which I might want to drop sometime to try and go for the assassination, but I'm definitely going to be leaning more heavily on the Cephalix and then using this as a last resort, because again, I don't want to get stuck in a point where I'm at the end and it's like, okay, make your 75-point list with your 50. I can't. And I'm screwed. That being said, my real goals for the Iron Gauntlet, like, it would be awesome to get to that last stage there, but all it takes is one time for me to be up against one of the great players who'll be out here, and that's it. Now, it stops, I won't be in the top undefeated, and whatever. I mean, if I do lose early, I'm still wanting to play through and just play against lots of people, but yeah, I would say overall, my number one goal is not to win the Iron Gauntlet. I think that's way too far to go. But if I could make those final 4, that'd be awesome. And if nothing else, I just want to win more than I lose. That's like the baseline. I want to at least do that. Then we get on to the next day, which is the last chance qualifier, and I don't really care about winning that one because I'm already in the Alberta War Machine Invitational, and I can't go to War Machine Weekend anyway, so winning it means nothing to me. So I thought, let's have some fun. In fact, some of you guys might have seen already the video where I'm going to change it to a no-chance qualifier, where I basically let my kids make my list. So I have like a crazy Haley 3 list that has no infantry for it to kind of revive or anything. And then I also have a Constance list with no Morrowind in there to give her any flank. And it's just crazy. There's Triumph in there. Yeah, the kids really made a challenge for me. So these should be a lot of fun, though, because I'm going into this game saying I don't care. You know, if I did have like an objective, you know, going equal, like 2 and 2 or something, that'd be awesome. But I'm just looking forward to taking this and looking across the table and people going, what the hell is this list? And then, you know, trying to get some wins with them. And I do feel that some of them have some potential. You know, clearly if I get into some real tough matchups, it could be go really bad, really fast. But you know, there's some stuff there. Luckily, they gave me a storm wall in each list, so that's something to work around. But yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting. Last day is going to be the Alberta War Machine Invitational. I know going into this, I'll be up against Lucas from BC because it's the Alberta War Machine Invitational, but the previous year, a couple of the BC guys got invites through winning events and actually won the whole thing. So that's kind of like embarrassing for an Alberta point of view. With that though, I know he's going to be playing Legion, or probably, and I really feel my Cephalics are good against that. So I'm going to be doing my Cephalics regardless. Really, it'd have to be some sort of crazy bad matchup for me not to go Cephalics. But yeah, with that, I'm going to be taking the same 2 lists, the Tier 4 Thexus, the Tier 4 Siphon with the 6 Wreckers and stuff, and just going to say like, okay, Legion, let's do this. And I don't know what his pairing's going to be. Odds are I'm just going to drop Thexus into whatever he does. The pairing after that, as long as I get past Lucas, because if you're losing this one, you're eliminated. That's it, you're done. In the one after that, it's Legion versus Legion again, and so second round, I'm also knowing I'll be up against Legion. So that's fantastic. That's great. But after that, things get a little bit more dodgy where I'm probably up against Circle. And I don't know how that's going to go. So my goal in the Alberta War Machine Invitational is to get to Game 3 before I'm eliminated. If I can go further, that's awesome. But realistically, Game 3 is where I think that's my goal that I want to get to. It's a thing where people already get to see the pairings, so they know they're up against me. These are Legion players that know that they probably need to have some sort of answer for Cephalics. But yeah, so who knows, maybe they'll have a way to kind of really kill off what I'm going to try and do. But this is something where I kind of feel that I have the advantage. I know Legion very well, and these lists seem to be really geared to taking down Legion. I mean, originally my Siphon list was supposed to be a Legion drop, and now that I'm playing Thexus better, it's definitely the drop. So either way, I'm going through that and hopefully getting some wins as well. So I also want to have something a little bit different, because if at some point, for whatever reason, let's say I need to drop for something or whatever, or I get eliminated first round, I want to be ready for the scrambles. And what I'm going to do with the scrambles then is if I get into one of those, I'm going to be going with actually my Buccaneers. So one of my friends there, he foolishly let me build a list for him, which I made with a bunch of Buccaneers and a Butcher 3 list. But yeah, so I'm going to be bringing some Buccaneers anyway. I'm going to be bringing even more. This is actually going to be like Magnus with a Rover, 2 Nomads, a Freebooter, 10 Buccaneers, go. I will have to pair it with something, so I'll probably just pair it with the awesome list or something like that. We'll kind of see. I'll have to see what I feel like pulling out, and I don't really want to have that many models. But yeah, just again, trying to do something different, because I'm guessing that at some point over this weekend, I'm just going to be Cephalixed out. I'll be like, you know what? I am done with this. I've been playing this so much. Give me something new. Plus, I know as being you know, kind of a YouTube entertainer, I want to change things up for you guys as well. So I want to play something different and something a little bit fun. So we'll see about that. Again, it probably will be, even though I could pair it with one of the Cephalix lists, I don't want to, so I'll probably take that Ostrom list that I don't really plan on playing and then matching it up here. So either way, should be fun and interesting. Tons and tons of battle reports coming from this. I mean, I would be saying like 10 battle reports at least that'll be coming out through this. So it's going to be crazy and busy, and I'm going to get no sleep. But talking about that, it is 30 minutes till midnight. I want to get a little bit of sleep before this event, so I'm going to cut this off here. But yeah, down below, let me know your thoughts on the lists, even though, I mean, I'm kind of assuming you guys know some of these. Let's just kind of go over them quick, just again, for those who don't know. Thexus is Thexus with a Warden. It is double Mind Benders, double Mind Slavers, double Overlords, dominated Pressgangers, dominated Alexian Risen, and then I have 3 of the Agitators, and that's that list. Swarm, Swarm, Swarm. The Siphon list is even easier, where it is Siphon, 6 Wreckers, double Min Mind Benders, single free Min Mind Slavers, and then 3 Agitators again. The Osram list is going to be Osram with an Earthbreaker, Gun Mages with UA, Max Nis Hunters, Ayan and Holt, Tactical Arcanist Corps, Alton Ashley, Anastasia, Epic Iris, Tinker, and Thor. And getting to the crazy list, those are going to be Haley 3 with Stormwall, Thunderhead and Squire, Blith and Bull, Stormstrider, Strange Ways, Rock Bottom, Bokur. And the second one is going to be Constant Stormwall Squire with a Junior running Triumphant Hunter, Jake's running nothing, and then Max Storm Lances, and then a Tinker. And then, yeah, otherwise, the other list for the Siphon Thexus for the Alberta War Machine Invitational is exactly the same. I already said the Magnus one, and yeah, so let me know down below if you have any thoughts on the list, if you have any thoughts on, you know, Cephalix going into Iron Gauntlet, or how you think I'm going to do in any of these, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you later. Bye.